Alright, now at the start of the class we talked about what we were going to tick off. Now I've already said that we've ticked off our current assets, current liabilities, income and our expenses. We looked at our investing activity, which ticked off our non-current assets, and we looked at our financing activities, which ticked off my non-current liabilities and my equity. Now there's two items here, land and share capital, that are not highlighted, that fall under this category. And what we've got down the bottom here is it says ordinary shares of 100,000 were issued to acquire land. The vendor of the land receives shares in payment for the land. So if I look here, it looks like they've issued $100,000 worth of shares. Okay, so there's 100,000 there movement. And that should match to my movements in my land. There's my movement in my land. So there's 100,000. So now I can actually verify that I've looked at every account in my income statement and my balance sheet. All my income statements have been ticked off, all my items, including my profit and my tax. The other two are just totals. And now I can get on with building my cash flow statement. Okay, let's go. Alright, so I'm looking for my items like this. So cash receipts from my customers is my cash I collect in my accounts receivable. So I've got $978,000. What's my next one? I'm looking for my payments to my suppliers. Alright, which is my cash paid here. So cash paid to suppliers, $638. Now I bracket these figures to indicate outflow. I've taken care of all the items on this side. So now I'm looking for my cash paid for my operating expenses. So cash paid $179. And I'll tick that one. And then cash paid $24,000 for taxes. Can someone do a total for me there? 24, 199, 203, 803, 841,000. So it should leave me with 137. Now, because my cash inflow is greater than my cash outflow, I'm going to leave that as an unbracketed figure and tick off my cash flow. Next, I'm looking for my cash flow from my investing activities, which include the proceeds of sale of equipment. Okay, proceeds of sale of my equipment is over here. So my cash proceeds for the sale of my equipment is $17,000, and that's a cash inflow. So I'm going to leave it like that, and I'll just tick that item off. And my cash paid for purchases of equipment was $180,000. That was a cash outflow. So my net cash flow here is $163,000. And I can tick that one off. Now I'm into my financing activities. And my financing activities are my issue of notes payable. Well, that's cash received. So it's $90,000. And my cash dividend or cash payments for dividends was $32,000. And once again, that's an outflow, so it's bracketed. That'll give me $58,000 inflow. Oops. Okay, so my line items are just a little bit off, but I think you get it. And now we're looking for the increase or decrease in cash. So I'm pretty sure it'll be an increase because I've got 137 here, plus 58, that's 188, 195, minus 163. So I've got two inflows and an outflow. And I should come back, what did I say that was? How much? 188, 195, so what's that, 32,000. So my net cash increase is 32,000. Now, cash at the beginning of the period. No one picked me up on this, but we hadn't ticked off my cash items. So my cash at the beginning of the period is this number here, 159,000, because it's the closing balance of 2012. And my cash increase plus so adding these two figures together, I get 191, which agrees back to my closing cash balance, 191. Now it does say here non-cash investing and financing activities was the issue of ordinary shares to purchase land, which was that 100,000. This is just a note so that you know those movements in and out there are for the purchase of land. My cash flow statement will finish here normally. Everyone okay with that? Anyone got any questions? Easy peasy lemon squeezy.